Alright, we've been over this a million times. Transformers 2007 is my favorite toy line. It had a lot to offer and it's full of great figures. We've been over this. The main movie cast were some of the best figures in the line. You had Allspark Power and several exclusives from various stores, but some of the fan favorites that I'm still waiting to get a run in the Studio Series Gamer Edition are the Game Drones. These little bastards are shoo-ins for that line. They're perfect to release in mass to be army builders like the Decepticon soldier from War for Cybertron, but, you know, actually good. Swindle, Dropkick, Scrapper / Dirt Boss, and Payload would be great, but what I want to see is Longarm. Specifically this one. Starting with the vehicle mode, because that's how we do it in my reviews, we have Bumblebee's tow truck mode. This is loosely based on that tow truck used by Michaela to aid Bumblebee after his legs got shot off by Starscream, which is probably one of the best moments and her best moments in the entire trilogy. Overcoming her fear of the situation she certainly did not ask to be in, and still finding a way to help save the day, which is kind of inspiring.
I'll drive, you shoot!
This is actually way more accurate to the game than it is the movie. As you can see, this is not a GMC Top Kick, but rather an old-school Ford Super Duty of the early 2000s variety. And it looks good, even though it's completely the opposite truck, but at the same time, I kinda get it. If this was a Top Kick and a Deluxe, it would break all rudimentary scale this line has, considering Ironhide is a newer Top Kick, and he's a Voyager. And that's probably why they put the movie game stamp on the box, plus another inaccuracy we'll see later. But if we're talking about the game model, this dually truck is very accurate. The pattern on the truck is very simple, kind of like an aerodynamic swoosh, and is one I would expect on a tow truck owned by a private business. Speaking of business, this towing company apparently is called Orson's Towing.
Throughout the inanimate vastnesses of...
Obvious reference is obvious. As opposed to Mike's Towing, which is movie accurate.
Who the f*** is Mike?
And funny enough, the Screen Battles capsule had a repaint of this fella that had Mike's Towing on him. Even had Michaela molded into the cab. But the rest of the detailing's awesome too. He's got diamond plating for a footplate, that's awesome. And he's got a translucent light bar. We also have toolboxes molded in and dual axle. Just kidding, that never happens in Transformers. Which is incredible considering we've had tons of Optimus Primes over the past 40 years. So you're telling me we can figure out how to get Bumblebee's Autobot logo to disappear, but we can't make 2 wheels turn into 4?
Damn it!
Other than that, we have a really well detailed tow arm and a fine cab. Anyway, for his features, he rolls pretty good. You can also take out his tow hook and adjust the arm as you see fit, which is very nice. I do really like that. And you can tow vehicles as long as you can get them to stay on the hook. But, before you ask, it doesn't work with Bumblebee. And this is just sad. I don't think anybody wants to watch this guy struggle. It kind of makes me think of the movie scene, which is also very sad. It's hard to watch him crawl across the ground. It is a good scene, though. It conveys a lot of emotion. But here's the thing. Why the hell does Jazz just sit there? Like Bumblebee just got his shit rocked. Transform and help your pal, you douchebag. But anyway, that's all I've got for the truck mode. It's good. It's got everything it needs to be good. Just not a lot else going on with it. As for robot mode, that's a different story. The transformation is very straightforward and very fun. I love flipping this guy back and forth. And this is one of those transformations that I really enjoy, where the vehicle is kind of bigger than the robot actually is, and it condenses down to become the robot. I love that. Somehow they fit Automorph into the light bar too. Each side folds up simultaneously. As for the robot mode, this looks nothing like the game model. I mean, the other drones at least maintain the silhouette of their game models, but this is way off. The head looks nothing like the models in the game from either side, the wheels aren't on the back, he never used a gun like this, and the tow cable is supposed to be on his spine so he can do that weird attack thing that he does in the game. But then again, none of the drones except Dirt Boss and Dropkick have their accurate weaponry from the game, so... One thing they did keep accurate is his little spark core here. But really, despite the inaccuracies, I think he's still a really good figure. The robot mode is just awesome. It feels so inspired. He feels like someone who would have worked alongside Bulkhead at the start of the war as a laborer, then got drafted and now his rifle is his whole life now. Longarm never had any development in the IDW comics, so that just might be my headcanon now. His colors and detailing are wonderful. That silver chest coupled with the white and blue are so nice looking. And that head, once again, despite the inaccuracies, looks great. It kind of looks like a Gundam. Also, he has Captain Quark hands. That's kind of funny.
How do I know it works?
You can always trust Gatatron quality, or my name's not Steve.
And the diamond plating isn't exactly played off as kibble. It's more like armor, and it works. Looks like a civilian bot needed to suit up for a war that just happened to walk into his neighborhood, which just continues my headcanon. And you wouldn't think he would fit in with the 07 bots, but he really does quite well. So what else can this guy do? Well, he's got his cannon, which is actually screwed into his hand. I don't really know why they did that, but okay. And he's got some awesome light piping. But how is he on posing? So this guy's articulation is a bit middling, I would say. His head's on a ball joint and a hinge, so you can get quite a bit of looks out of him with that. His arms are on ball joints, so they can go out, they can go in from transformation, and they can go all the way around if you can get them around the doors back here. There is no bicep swivel, unfortunately, but he does have double jointed elbows, which are really tight due to the mechanics inside there. It looks like there should be ratchets, but they are not. His wrists are on ball joints, which are a little bit awkward, especially with the gun that's drilled into this one. You can unscrew this, though, and have a free hand if you wanted to, but whatever. Whatever you want to do, really. No waist swivel, or actually, yes, waist swivel. I did not know that was here at all. The legs are on ball joints, so they can go out, up, back, just about anything you want. No thigh swivel. And then you've got good knees, and his ankles can go forward and back, and you've got some of the foot movement there. So, not bad. Could be a little better for the time, especially, but still pretty solid articulation for a 2000s toy. Overall, Longarm is great. It's just the perfect basic bot and a perfect fit for army building. There's just something about his utilitarian nature that's so appealing to me, and always has been. I would recommend him for anyone looking to get into the 2000s line. Plus, he's a great research figure. There were like 4 separate releases of him kicking around, plus the Japanese version, so he's very available. And if you want somebody up front leading your army of long arms, Hoist is out there too. But that's another story for another day. But hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. Keep growing your collections, and I'll see you in the next one. Treebot out.